Hey everyone, welcome back to the Archangel 15. Today's presentation is going to be on telekinetic research, telekinetic warfare, and advanced psychological warfare. I want to start with a quote from a song called High Voltage by Linkin Park. This was actually removed off of their album. I master numerology and Big Bang theology. I perform lobotomies with telekinetic psychology. I will put a link to this song in the comments section. Definitely check it out. Real good song. Either you get this or you don't get this, to be honest with you. Um, so there's about to be a huge debate, like I said, over the future of warfare. Like I said, it's an ongoing debate. Like we have nuclear warfare, which is like killing a fly with a cannon. There's got to be a better alternative. We have electronic warfare with hacking and other advanced electronic warfare systems can stop radars and other electronic equipment like right away. Real advanced stuff. Um, then we have advanced psychological and telekinetic warfare, which is so effective that it can't even be talked about. There are secret agreements and treaties between countries that basically don't allow it to be advanced on any type of program in the open. This is like deep, deep secret stuff. It's classified under various programs. Like I said, this is advanced psychological warfare. Um, like I said, a must watch if you're into this. I've talked in the past. A must watch movie is The Men Who Stare at Goats, George Clooney. I'm going to talk about three scenes in the movie. Definitely check it out. Scene one is where they discuss killing a goat by stopping its heart. Like that's like the ultimate goal of this program is like to be able to like stop somebody's heart by like basically just looking at them or like from a remote location, and like that would be like the ultimate warrior to make essentially. Two is the cloud bursting scene. They're driving a car, and like myself, they can manifest cloud formations and manipulate the weather. And they like basically look up, and there's a cloud formation, and it starts to like form, and they wreck the car. It's kind of funny. Also, the remote viewing scene, classic remote viewing scene. They have a whole bunch of mailboxes, the doors closed, and they say, "What's behind door this one, or what's behind the door that one?" And they have to tell them, and it's kind of funny. There's like a scene about the Loch Ness monster talk about, and so there really are literally people who can manifest cloud formations and also somehow interact with the polarity of the Earth and can influence and sense lightning strikes and basically also influence other type of weather phenomenon like tornadoes, hurricanes, and actually make oxygen for them. And it's like I know it sounds crazy, but people can really do this. Like basically, I don't know if they bring it down from the ionosphere or if it's like a form of alchemy, but it comes from the north. If that tells you anything. The bursts of pure oxygen will come from you can smell it like from the north. Um, I talked about how people can basically influence the growth in petri dishes from thousands of miles away. This is a really big deal. Imagine if you could influence specific targets from a remote location to cause cancer, cardiac arrest, or even mental illness, something like this. This is like the ultimate goal of the program. This advances a whole other type of warfare and weapons known as scalar weapons, scalar warfare. I mentioned symbolism with the Star of David and even just stars in general. I'm going to talk about symbolism here in a little bit, but I really don't believe that God would give this type of power to anyone or anyone military. Like I've explained emphatically how the universe is guided by the laws of karma and esoteric Buddhism. Again, the law, like the universe is guided by the laws of karma and esoteric Buddhism. So like a lot of this is spiritual. Like it gets into like offerings and like definitely like a proof of the afterlife essentially. Psychic phenomenon are part of this, and telepathy is, like I said, part of this. Like if you look up the definition of telekinetic, telekinetic is a purported psychic ability to influence a physical system without physical interaction. Basically, you can change something without touching it, like remotely. Um, One a good experiment for this is basically pouring out a fluid and making it form with your mind. You can put it on like a glass table or a flat surface. The people that can do this, and the whole, like I said, what I'm saying with a lot of this telekinetic research, the main critics basically say everybody nobody would say like anything against it. They say, oh, this is great. We can get away with. We don't have to have nuclear weapons anymore. We don't have to have armies. We don't have to have battles. We can just have basically like an army based in honor and truth. And like I said, it would be an amazing thing. but it's criticized for lack of proper controls and repeatability, essentially. Like it may work one time, like in the movie, but like I said, then it's hard to get it to work again. But I'm telling you, laugh all you want, but like I said, the true potential for telekinetic warfare is yet to be found, or like I said, yet to be actualized, and the true goal with this would be to stand in line and basically like a military stand in line and command orders, and basically you could like take control remotely. You can take control of the consciousness of your enemy and basically give them orders. Uh, but there's a certain rule of this. Like I said, the rule is like that you have to have more honor than your enemy, in my opinion, from what I've noticed. And like I said, shout out here to North Korea, who not only makes the absolute baddest hypersonics on Earth, but also has some of the most advanced telekinetic programs. I really am impressed with what Kim is doing in his country, and it's an amazing direction that he's headed. Israel, Muslims, and other countries have also have secret telekinetic programs. Um, Muslims, like I said, there's certain people that you don't want to mess with, and like I've heard, this hat is actually a Soviet era hat from Russia and Afghanistan conflict. If you know Soviet history, there's only two conflicts that the Russians lost against. One was against the Mongols, and the other one was against the Afghanis. And the Afghanis are like known to be telekinetic people. There's this book, The Secret Doctrine by Helena Blavatsky, and she mentions in there that like people don't know the truth about the Afghanis, how far they really go back. Like the Afghanis actually really formed the Jewish people, supposedly. But supposedly you don't want to mess with them. Like they're the kind of people that can stop your heart, or like they can like do stuff remotely to you. They have those type of abilities. This is all part of secret eugenics. At this point in time, 2025, this is all part of secret eugenics programs. There's like people from special bloodlines that are like forced into breeding programs, probably like myself, even though, like I said, I don't have kids in this country, at least, with certain people from certain bloodlines. I'm telling you, this is like deep core eugenics, not eugenics, but colonies, like colonizing programs for the United States Navy, other people as well. Like they take somebody who has maybe some of these abilities or had some of these abilities in the past, cross them with another person who had these abilities, and like I said, they probably don't even know that they're in these programs. The Nazis were real big into this. If you look at like the Nazi symbolism, like all telekinetic, pure telekinetic. Soviet Union, like I said, also real huge into this. Soviets and the Nazis. I can't really mention too much more about that. Like the Egyptians as well. The Giza Death Star. I mentioned a book about that, about scalar weapons. If you're interested in like this type, like telekinetic weapons and scalar weapons, like I said, there's a book. Definitely check that out. Giza Death Star deployed is the second part of it. Chinese, and also like when you start building temples, it's a big part. Like a real big part of this, like sacred geometry, like I can't explain it. Like it's in the ley lines and earth energies, but like the Chinese, how they have the monks that have the temples, like they know about this. Like there's a certain purpose for the temples and the monasteries and everything, and a lot of it is telekinetic. Symbolism for this. Okay, so there's like if there was ever one symbol for telekinetic stuff, it would be a star, the star. Like I said, there's a reason if you look at all the Soviet, Chinese, Korean, any red flag flying country that they have a star like right on their forehead, like right on their like I said, right on their head. There's a reason for it. And like I said, the sun. Like I said, when you get into the scalar weapons, basically it uses force to mess with the geomagnetic field of the Earth, and like I said, the Egyptians had this with the Giza Death Star, and I've actually heard that the Pyramid of Giza was actually a diamond. It's not a tetrahedron. It's a diamond. It's an inverted tetrahedron. It goes below. It is above as below. Okay, so for the symbolism, I picked out a star for the first one. The out anchor would be the second one, like a classic naval maritime symbol. Gets into maritime admiralty law. I have a separate presentation series on maritime admiralty law, so check that out as well. And also, a bird of prey or a feather would be the final one. The warbird is like the ultimate telekinetic symbol. I've heard that basically they say the highest form of reincarnation or afterlife is to come back as a bird of prey. My one friend used to tell me they're kind of like the happy hunting grounds. There are several things that can influence telekinetic abilities. I mentioned in the past, like wearing certain colors, metals, jewelry, uniforms, even drugs, alcohol. That's why they call it spirits. Anything with a point, like a just anything that has a point on it, is like a very special for some reason. Music, girls as well. Like definitely certain girls, like I believe like Chinese girls and like Muslim girls, certain Anglo girls, Soviet girls. Like I don't know, kind of create the race bait game, but anyhow, yes, certain girls definitely increase it as well. Um, but if you notice, like I said, there's also things that decrease it. But anything, like I said, that like increases your aura or your like your wave theory and like elevates the biofield is like basically increases telekinetic abilities. Anything that decreases it doesn't. Like basically like is the opposite. Like vaccines, certain pharmaceutical drugs, um, other like basically certain foods, like inorganic foods. Um, you know, that kind of stuff will decrease telekinetic abilities. This is why like 70 to 80% of our foods are all processed. They don't want people to have these abilities. They don't want the true potential of telekinetic research to, like I said, to be seen. Like I said, it remains a secret and esoteric by nature. Central governments do not want this getting out to the regular people, and like I said, it really gets into like occultism, and like I said, a lot of other people will write this off as conky science. So like pretty much you know if you want to say this is bullshit or this is not, like I said, you have the right to do that, but this is not. I'm telling you, this is very real. And like I said, this is very active in various secret programs across the world and various military organizations. Um, Gets deep into like the ABRH negative bloodline. I mentioned ongoing research study with telekinetic genetics as well. Like I said, I had like in male semen, like there's actually telekinetic abilities for certain people. I guess at least I have it. If like I can tell you that I would much rather see, like I said, this type of program advance than nuclear programs. And I really believe, like I said, that the true potential of the human race is yet to be realized. I'm going to stop here. If you have any questions, comments, please get, like I said, feel free to reach out to me. And I have to keep this video short. Like I said, I could do probably a 2-hour presentation on this, but nobody would watch them. Take care, folks.